think we're in the danger zone.
I got to ask you about crypto. Everybody say, oh, I just invested in Bitcoin or this one and that one. And is the future of money crypto? Is that going to happen? Where are you on that? And what does it mean for stabilization, security, crime? I mean, this is a huge challenge to the classic monetary system. What's your view on the future of crypto?
You got a lot of big questions, Evan.
Well, how often do I get to talk to you, Gov?
Yeah, look, it's a pleasure. All the things we think about. So, first of all, we have banknotes, and we're going to have banknotes at least for the whole time that I'm governor. They're not going away. At the same time, our economy is becoming more digital, and the pandemic has accelerated that. And so you do have to ask yourself the question, should the central bank give Canadians the ability to have central bank money in a digital format? We've been doing a lot of work. I would say we've been doing a lot of R&D. First of all, doing research on what are the features that you would want in a digital currency. How could we do that? What are the risks? And now I would say we're moving from the R and R&D to the D, more to the development. Okay, now we've done a lot of research. Let's see, could we actually develop? It's still some ways off, and ultimately whether we have a central bank digital currency in this country is a decision of the Minister of Finance. But we certainly want to be ready if we come to the view, and then the government comes to the view, that it would make sense to have a central bank digital currency. Right now,
people are buying Bitcoin anyway.
Yeah, Bitcoin, though, let's be clear. Bitcoin is not a digital currency. People do not use Bitcoin to buy things. People use Bitcoin, they're speculating. It's an investment. And I'll let other people give investment advice as to whether it's a good investment. But it is not a currency in the sense that you and I transact in Bitcoin.
Well, people are paying for stuff. They're paying me in Bitcoin. I'll buy your house in Bitcoin.
The amount of stuff that really gets bought and sold in Bitcoin is very small. It's mostly people buying it for speculative purposes. They're buying it because they think the price is going to go up and they're going to make money. They're not buying it to buy their groceries or buy their house or fill up their gas tank.
Okay, before I let you go, one of the things I really appreciate you doing this, because trust is a big issue in our institutions, transparency and trust. We've seen whole elections be run where populists have run against the so-called elites and on the lack of trust. So just getting these opportunities to get to know the people who are making decisions, I think is actually really crucial. So I do appreciate this. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions that are not on the bank's remit. You're feeling like you need to get your energy up. What is your go-to, and I've asked a former governor about this, as you know, what is your go-to playlist song that gets Governor Macklem going? Go ahead.
Well, I grew up in the 70s. I'm kind of a classic rock guy. If I had to pick one song, some of those classic Peter Frampton songs, I can't.
Wow, alive, Peter Frampton. If you, COVID style, you haven't been to a concert, if you could go to one concert right now, who would you go see?
Well, the last concert I went to was the Eagles in Toronto, and
wow, okay.
It was a great show.
Finally, what's keeping you up at night?
Well, let's go back to where we started. Inflation's 4.5%. We think it's going up close to 5%. That's an uncomfortable place to be when your mandate is 2% inflation. So what really, our focus is really secure that complete recovery and bring inflation back to 2%. And, that's number one.
Governor, thanks for taking the time. Just a pleasure to be here.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for coming in, Evan.